You know what pisses me off? School. Every time I go on Twitter and ask people what pisses them off, the majority of you say school. And because I already graduated, I was like, that doesn't apply to me. I can't really do a video on that. False. Looking back, I hated it so much. There are certain aspects that I love, but overall, school sucked. The parts that I loved were my friends and having stuff to do and not having to be in the real world. This video isn't saying that we should screw school and never do it and give up. No. I'm just saying I recognize that it's horrible, but we need to keep doing it. Let me just go on a little rant about things and, you know, just be angry about it. Tardiness. You cannot be 5 seconds late to your class without the teacher getting mad at you. I'm sorry, in the real world, you can be 5 seconds late. You can be 5 minutes late. The world is not going to end. Everything is going to be okay. But apparently in school, if you're 5 seconds late, you disrupt the whole classroom, and the teacher goes on a 10-minute rant about how you were 5 seconds late, and therefore you're cutting into the time of the class. But their 10-minute rant about how you're late does not cut into the time, apparently. No, if you're 5 seconds late, it's fine. You walk in, and who cares? Vocab test. Okay, let me talk about this. The words on those vocab tests, no one uses in real life. From like 1st to 6th grade, yeah, you should learn those words. Those words you should learn. And you know, sometimes 7th and 8th grade, that's fine. But college and high school, they give you the most ridiculous words. You're like, who uses these? No one uses these. You could ask an English professor that didn't give you that list what these words meant, they would not know. No one would know what those words are. In high school, the only reason you need to know those vocab words is so that you can do well on the SATs, so that you can get into a good college. Other than that, you will never use them. Never. Nope, not gonna happen. When teachers pick you to answer a question even though you didn't raise your hand. Does anyone know the answer to this? Half the students raise their hand, and you're sitting there, you're like, no, I don't know the answer, so I'm going to sit here and not raise my hand. And then they pick on you. Was my hand raised? Do I look like I know? I'm sorry I don't know that one piece of information that you asked. My bad. You're rude. College prep classes. No. I had so many classes with the teachers that were like, this is what college is gonna be. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be so intense. You have to do this and this. Listen, college was probably the easiest schooling I ever did. Maybe that's because I went to APU and then it wasn't that great of a college. College is less strict than high school. The material might be more intense, but it's easier to get help and it's easier to figure out, especially since they let you have technology in the class and the teachers care more because they're like, oh, you're in college, this means you give a crap about life, so I'm gonna put more time and effort into you. The classes that I learned the most in were the classes where I liked the teachers the most. If you have a dedicated teacher who you really like and who really wants to have you learn, and they're gonna do whatever they can to make you understand, those are the teachers you learn from. In 7th and 8th grade, I loved math. It was amazing. I understood it, I got it. That's because I realized I loved my teachers. My teachers really cared if they got it. And if someone didn't understand, they'd explain it a completely different way. I was like, math is the best! I got to high school, I did not know what was going on. I had teachers that just sat there and wrote on the board and spoke in a monotone voice and just didn't care if someone raised their hand and asked a question. They'd explain it the exact same way they already did, and they kept explaining it the exact same way. No one knew what was going on. I made it through. I don't know how. I just did it. I think it's because I did my homework. That's another thing. Do your homework and you'll do fine. If you don't do your homework, the teachers will not like you and they won't care about you. Do your homework. Side note, if you need a tutor, get a freaking tutor. Who cares? No one's gonna make fun of you. No one made fun of me. If they did, I'd probably beat them up. Honestly, if you're not getting good grades, it's probably because it's not being explained to you correctly. You're not stupid. Don't ever think that you're stupid if you're not understanding something. It's just because it hasn't been explained in a way that you will understand it. Can we talk about something? Since I graduated college, guess how many essays I've had to write? This many. 0. 1st through 8th grade prepares you for high school. High school prepares you for college. College is supposed to prepare you for life. False! Unless you are taking classes that have to do with exactly what you want to do when you graduate. Otherwise, all the other classes will teach you nothing you need to learn in the real world. You need to learn how to write a formal email. You need to learn how to do your taxes. You need to learn how to pay your bills. You need to learn how to save your money. You need to learn how to buy an apartment, buy a house, have good credit. You need to learn all of those things, and nothing, No general classes will ever teach you that. You have to take a specific class for that, and it usually has nothing to do with your major, so you never get a chance to do that. In high school, the only classes I learned anything that I used in the real world were economics, because they taught me about money, and woodshop. America needs to get their stuff together and realize that they're emphasizing the wrong things. Bottom line is, school sucks. But you know what? We need to do well in it, and we need to keep going to it. Thanks for watching my video. Subscribe to see new videos every Tuesday of what pisses me off. Comment below. Tell me the worst part about school. The specific part that you hate most about school. Please comment below and tell me that. Subscribe to see new videos every week. Comment below. Tell me what pisses you off. It could be my topic for next week's video. And remember, guys, stay awesome, possums. Hey guys, just a reminder, you can still use the coupon code that's down below to get 20% off glasses if you go to GlassesShop.com. All the info is below. I got these glasses, I got these glasses, and I got these glasses. Go check it out. They are still doing a promotion where your first pair is free. Use the discount. Get some free glasses. Get some discounted glasses if you wear glasses or if you just want them. Look how many glasses I own. It's one for every occasion.